And just talk about what you expect from the defense this year.
Well, hope we'll fly around. Feel like we got some pretty good athletes, and you always want to try to eliminate big plays and make big plays yourself. But letting these kids play together in a game, get them a little more experience, I think we should be okay.
Mississippi JUCOs is always rough. Every game and everything. Just talk about how y'all get through the grind of a season.
Well, it's about survival for the most part. You hope to stay healthy, don't lose anybody to injuries, and if you usually can do that. I remember back in 2012, we ended up dressing 38 players our last game. But if you can stay healthy as much as you can and keep everybody on the same plane, but it is a struggle. It does get tough on them, and just because they're so back to back on top of them.
Just talk about how you yourself have gotten better this off season heading into the year.
Heading into the year, well, me over the summer, I've lost a little bit of weight, so, I'm going to be able to play that much faster, hitting gaps, shooting gaps, those type of things, I'm learning the defense more and more every day, getting better, just working on my craft, so, yeah.
And just talk about how the defense has been looking in general.
Defense, we've been looking pretty sharp. We're going to have one of the best defenses in JUCO, no doubt. So.
You guys have tried to hold it down for defense as the defensive line continues to learn stuff and the secondary continues to improve.
Well, really, the linebacker core, I think that's going to be the strength of our defense. Coach Cannon, he said that type of thing. We having to point the defensive line in the right direction. So where they go wrong, we got to pick up their slack while they're still learning.
Well, it's really great to come down to ICC in Fulton. My mom and my brother came here in college, so I knew right then and there it was going to be like a great little home for them to come and watch me.
How the secondary's been looking?
Secondary been looking great. We got a lot of young guys that have to step up and come in and play early, knowing that they're freshmen and we only got 3 sophomores coming back. We just got to get them ready to play their first college football game.
How you been able to try to bring the younger guys along and everything, being experienced?
Well, I've been trying to tell them if they need anything, ask me if they need questions on how to run coverages or man, just come and ask me. I'm free. I help y'all in any way I can.
Let's talk about.
I always got to set your expectations high, and put a lot on these kids, and they got to go out and perform, and got to go out and execute, and hopefully come out game one with a victory.
And talk about bringing back Clark and everything, the impact of having a returning quarterback.
Yeah, you look at guys that usually are successful in this league. Most teams have a returning quarterback, and so that's one thing you always are glad of as a coach. At least have somebody that's got game experience and kind of knows what it's going to be like, and so hopefully he can go out there and lead the offense.
Just talk about the progression from your running back. The starting running back from last year, this offseason, how he's been. Yeah,
Hiram's done a good job. He's worked hard. He's one of our leaders on our football team. And he sets kind of the tone for that side of the ball, and hopefully he'll continue to do that and be a leader for our football team.
Tell me, how the offseason's been and expectations for the year.
The offseason's been pretty good. I mean, as a team, we've been working hard all summer. We started in the spring with the sophomores, then went to the summer, got the freshmen here. The freshmen really had, like they brought a lot of energy, and we, as leaders, we brought energy too, so we just converted as one, and we've been working pretty hard together.
Your own, personal goals for this season?
Well, my first goal is to be a leader, because you got to have a good team, a good offense to be a leader. And second, I just make big plays for the coaches. When they put us in the situation, you got to execute.
Just talk about what you expect out of your quarterback this year, coming back and everything.
Well, Clark he's a good quarterback. He's one of my close friends. I mean, for Clark, he knows how to read the defense, so I think he's going to have a fantastic year.
Talk about how the offseason's been.
Man, the offseason, it's JUCO football. That's what everybody expects. It's rough. It's tough. It's not what everybody's expected coming in from high school. In high school, you're the big dog. You're on top of everything. And then you get to JUCO, you get knocked back down real quick. You figure out what college football is really like.
What do you expect out the O-line this year?
The O-line, we're young. We're young up front, but our offensive line coach, I think we've got a great offensive line coach. He's really put time and effort into us. As a young unit, you're coming from high school where you're stepping down, making a down block, and that's really all you have to do. Now there's more technique to it. He always harps on if you're not blocking a guy, if a guy misses a block in college, that's usually the guy that's going to make the play, and that's what happens.
Talk about how you yourself have tried to get better this heading into the season.
Just working on feet, hips, hands, everything, putting everything what coach tells you, putting it into play. It's It's a very technical, sound position when you're playing offensive line. You got to use everything he teaches you.
Clark, just talk about the expectations for yourself and this team heading into the year.
The expectations are, high. Every year we want to win as many games as we can possible, and we've been working hard all offseason to do that.
And last season, threw for a bunch of yards. Just tell me, how do you improve on that?
Just, getting smarter, being more of a student of the game, learning coverages, learning blitzes, and everything revolves around our O-line and how well they can do. We got some young guys in there right now, but I believe we're extremely talented there. We just got to work some kinks out, and I believe we'll be okay.
And, of course, lost some playmakers on the outside last year. Just tell me how y'all been trying to, fill the shoes or fill that void, so to say.
Yeah, we lost Jamel last year, who led the nation, but I feel like we've got some guys that can really step up, and we can do it by committee this year. And just we got some guys that can really take the top off, some guys that are more control guys, catch it over the middle. And I feel like we got some good guys that are good at everything we need to be at.
So does it really help when you have that balance, a guy that can blow the top off the defense and guys who can work more over the middle of the field and stuff?
Oh, it does. It makes them respect every kind of pass route we have. If they want to play deep and guard that, we can just dunk them to death, dunk it down, and so if they want to come up and press, we can take it over the top. So it's just all depends on what they want to give us.
And what's something you really try to focus on heading to the year? Is it like maybe footwork or like continuing through your progressions, that kind of stuff?
Well, this offseason, I really got in the weight room. I'd never been through one, in high school, played other sports, so I really wanted to get in the weight room, and I can feel my arms probably a little bit stronger than it has been, and so that, and then footwork, just becoming more accurate with the football.
Gotcha. And just talk about the role you've tried to play yourself is just leading this team and trying to take them as far as they can go.
Yeah, this year I've really just wanted to be a leader, being able to be there for the guys. If they have any questions, come talk to me. If they, in any way I can help them get better and help the team get better, that's what I want to be.
All right. And I guess just talk about the time it's been here at Etowamba, how it's really helped you to get better as a player and stuff.
Yeah, Etowamba's been really nice to me. Just, I've become a better player since I got here. Coach Cook, he knows what he's talking about, and, he's helped me really diagnose defenses and just become a better player.